To the video game, we've got some wheels here. This is a wheel video. If you appreciate real videos, give it a thumbs up. A bit of pussy action in here. We're going to go through all these wheels and tell you why. What is the best carbon race wheel? What is a wheel that Team Sky, Ineos, will use? We're going to use a cat's having a bit of fun. We've got a new feral cat in the house. Got some digital scales here. This is just a one-take video. I just want to talk about quickly before we start the video. Power meters. People are asking what's the best power meter on the market. I can afford anything. All right, I've got no kids. I had a vasectomy. All I got is pussy in my life. Two-legged and four-legged variety, and that's a good life. So I got money, and for my lifestyle. Some people are like, you're a pauper. Some people are like, you're rich as heck. Whatever. I'm just saying that I only like having the best in my life. Fortunately, Stages power meters, I would say probably the cheapest on the market, but also the most proven. And so I've been using these. This is a Gen 1. This is a Gen 1 from 2013. I think it is 2014 maybe, and it's still going strong. Like, it's all bunched around. It's ridden through rivers and creeks on my road bike, gravel riding. Still going strong. If it gets wet, I just take the battery out, battery cup off, let it dry out overnight. It's good to go. Stages. I like Stages. You know, they look after me. They look after you too. That's my power meter. When you got a power meter, like, for me, power meter changed my whole life perception back in 2009 when I got one. I got a power tap, and that was great. It gave me such insight into cadence, carbs, hydration, sleep. This pussy down here is just, this is Junior. You know, it just gave me such insight into everything. You know, so I recommend a power meter to everybody out there. Everyone needs a power meter. It just helps you understand what's BS in life. And what's not, you know, just with power. The more power you put out in your bike, the more power you put out in your life. It's literally, when I'm putting out the best power, not the best watts per kilo, but when I'm putting out the best power, I'm putting out the best quality reality in my life. Anyway, that's this whole digression here on power meters. Let's do the wheel weigh in here. I'm going to flip this camera around. Wait a second. Okay, cute little bit. Look at that. Crack then. All right, we're going to start with my favourite wheels, and I got a lot more wheels than this. I got like too many wheels. You don't even see how many wheels I got, but these wheels, today's videos are just for the Tour de France level quality, which I do have more, but there was a zip wheel that the front hub busted, so I got that. The Envy is just too heavy and non-aero for crosswind, so we're going to start with the Windspace Hypers. Now, I am biased on these wheels because I do sell these, and if you want a set of these, go to windspace.com and use the code DURA10. These are the best carbon wheels on the market, you know, in my opinion, all around, especially for the price. Like, you know, only a few grams heavier than the lightweights, but they ride, and the braking surface is much, much better. Like these, I'm thinking, why do people use disc brakes on their road bike when you could use these? These are fantastic. These grip so well. The pads that come with them as well. Joe from China Cycling's done a really good job. Whoever did a good job with specing those pads. And so we've got a front wheel here. So it's 870 grams. And we're going to compare it straight up off the bat with the DT Swiss. These aren't cheap. These are the Mon Chasseral ceramic hubs. Really nice wheel. And they were one of my favourites. You know, so it's a little bit, it's around the same ballpark. It's around the same weight as the Windspace. The difference is the braking service on these. Incredible. This DT Swiss is also made in China. You know, and I'm just thinking, it's less spokes in the Windspace, more aero. The Windspace is incredible. It's fatter as well. So it's like, I'm running a 23mm tyre, and look how much fatter it looks. There's a Conti 4000, that's 23mm, that's a 25. So you can use a lighter weight tyre and get that width you want. You know, so these Windspace feel incredible when riding in Sydney on them, smashing over potholes, and they're my favourite wheel. Lightweights, these are my favourite Instagram wheel. They get people like, oh, lightweights, you spent $7,000 on wheels, you must be a dentist or whatever. No, I'm just a burnt out YouTuber. Burnt out YouTuber has been. And then we're going to chuck this on here, lightweight. You know. So it's not much, about 30 grams less. And how much do these cost? These are nice wheels. Nah. They look cool. You know, they get you the kudos from the people who are pretentious. But the braking surface is, yeah. The bearing quality is good because it's DT Swiss. They're pretty skinny. They feel very sketchy. They feel very sketchy, and obviously if you break a spoke, you're going to be in the gutter crying. Nice wheel. They are very comfortable, but the wind space are better. These are a better wheel. Better wheel. It wouldn't surprise me if Team Sky used wind space hypers. Not trolling. There's another lightweight here. This is a tubular. I do like this tubular feel. Tubular wheels are my favourite. They're more faff, but they do ride the nicest. And so these Giffelströms, the tubular just feels really good. Alright, I'm going to weigh this bad boy here. It's probably a little lighter, so I reckon. Yeah, look at that. It's much lighter, isn't it? Tubular, can't beat that. I'll move his scales around here. This is definitely an unprofessional video, but you're here for the truth. You're not here for fancy. Fancy's my girlfriend's. The truth is my videos. So 708. So it's about 150 grams less. So if you're looking for absolute grams, this is, these are a very, very nice wheel. These ones here. They feel a bit different to the Millensteins. I'm not sure why. I think it's just the tubular. Tubulars, you can't, once you use tubulars, you're like, oh wow, it's like getting deep throat to swallow versus just a tip nibble. Tubulars are where it's at. But again, you get a flat tire, you're gonna be having dramas there. All these people are gonna be biting tubulars because of my recommendation. They get their first flat and they're like, Darren Ryder, you suck. Another wheel over here. This is another great wheel from this time. It's still very good today. It's a Bontrager Race Light DT Swiss, Chinese made. Actually, it's a US made rim, but it'll be probably a China hub. DT Swiss made in China. We're gonna weigh this bad boy. It's got a Mavic tyre on there. Probably not super light tyre and tube, but yeah, so it's a bit heavier, but still a nice riding rim. Braking surface is very, very good. You get these very cheap second hand, maybe $300-400. Make sure there's no cracking in the eyelets, and make sure they're basically nearly brand new. And this pair was. So put those over there. So a good wheel if you're on a strict budget. And we've got a Dura-Ace wheel 91 series here, front wheel tubular. Very nice wheel. Feels really robust. This is one you probably run on the cobbles. It feels very indestructible because of the extra weight. So we're talking about 940 tubular. And over here, the lightweight Giffelströms. How much was that? So we've got 940 on the Dura-Ace. And then we got so we're talking almost 230 gram difference. Quite a big difference. If I was going to race cobblestones, I'd be going the Dura-Ace tubular over this. This feels alright, but it's a bit too light. Or I'd be going the wind space. The wind space Hyper 38s, And for the price, you can't go past them. You can't go past them. Yeah, this is as good as performing as anything. But again, if you were going for absolute weight gram saving, you drop $7 a pair of these tubulars, Giffelström. If every second mattered, for sure. But again, that's tubulars, carbon spokes are irreplaceable. So it is what it is. But otherwise, hypers for everything. In terms of like rugged durability, braking surface, the braking surface on these is the best of any carbon rim I've used. The pads is what that comes with them as well. I think that's a big factor. They feel strong. They feel strong. I've been bashing these rims, smashing in Sydney roads, gravel roads, etc. I'm not that I recommend that, but I just wanted to test their durability. And they are the puss in boots for sure. I do rate them. So if you do want to set Darren Ryder 10 is discount code minus 10% off. You just why are you going to spend money on big brand name wheels in 2021? If you get some second hand, for sure, go for it. But why? Why are you spending more than $1,000 USD on carbon wheels? I mean, you can if you want. I'm just saying you don't have to. And this is proof. I'm not one of these people that say, I'll sponsor anything. I'll recommend anything I'm sponsored. No. I'll only be sponsored and recommend stuff that I'll actually buy myself, that I'd actually prefer to use myself. And that's going to be wind space hypers, and it's going to be Stanger's power meters. All right? Just saying. And if you do like Dura-Ace cranks, check them for cracks. Here we go here. All right, here we go. What's going on here, baby? What are these little cats doing?
The pussy's going mad.
The pussy's going definitely mad, for sure. Tell us about that. If you got any questions down below, hit us up, and we will see you next video. There's a Junior, little feral cat. That's hilarious. But yeah, carbon wheels, they're definitely not needed. You don't need carbon wheels, but they ride Very nice. I like the feel of carbon wheels in that they soak up a bit of vibration. But if you are wanting something alloy, then I'd recommend Spinergy. Spinergy make a great wheel. Spinergy Zero Lights, they're really good for total durability. But otherwise, if you're over 100 kilos, I don't recommend carbon rims. If you're wanting ultimate durability, then get alloy. Spinergies, they're really good. But this video is just to answer the questions on carbon fiber rims. Do you need carbon? No. But if you do want the best carbon out there, I'm going to say the Hyper 38s, or as an all-rounder. As the total weight weenie extreme, lightweight Gipfelstrom for sure. If every second matters in a TT upper climb or something like that, then yeah. But for 99% of the time, I'm going to be going these bad boys for sure. And the tyres, my favourite tyre ever, GP4000S. Better than the 5000s. Not a good puncture resistant tyre, but good enough, but very fast and very grippy. A good all-rounder. Here we go. To rant on more, the GP4000 isn't the lightest, the most durable, the fastest, etc., but it's the best all-round tyre for most cyclists. And I'm going to say the Windspace Hypers, if you're under 100 kilos and you're going to go carbon rims, is going to be the best all-round wheel. And this applies to the rim brake. I haven't ridden the disc brake bike wheels. I prefer rim brake on the road bike, but that's another video. There you go. Hopefully that answers your questions. What do this is like the most expensive wheels you can get, and probably one of the cheapest wheels you can get, carbon-wise. And this is 2021. The choice is yours. This is information. You do what you want with it. See you on the road. It's the deal, I've been riding carbon rims for, I don't know how long it's been. It's a long, long time. And you don't need carbon rims for sure. Alloy, some good alloy rims out there, spinach ones out there, or some Mavic Open Pros, etc. They don't have the same feel or the same passion and presence that you get on some high-end Windspace wheels, etc. So is alloy good enough? 100%. 100%. Right? If you've got alloy wheels on your bike, you don't need carbon. But if you got you got your power meter, you just want extra few seconds here and there or whatever, then or you're thinking, I want to buy some Envies or some Zips or some lightweights or whatever, I'm going to spend 2 or 3 or 4 grand or 7 grand on a pair of wheels. I'm like, why would you? Do it if you want that label on your bike, you want the sticker, the lightweight, the Zip, the Envies, etc., Bontrager, Raval. If you want that sticker, if you want that name brand association, then and that's going to make you feel good, then get those wheels. Right? But if you're thinking performance, then the Windspace Hypers, man. If your budget's if your budget's under $6,000, stick with the Windspace Hypers. If your budget's over $7,000, then get the lightweight Gipfelstroms. If you want tubular, lightweight stuff like, that's what I can say. Little pussycats running around here. So hopefully that video is some insight. I could talk for hours on this topic. And if you have any questions down below, hit us up. If you want more information, go check out duranrod.com. I don't mean to be salesy. I'm just going to be totally real and honest with you. Why would you spend big bucks in 2021 on brand name stuff other than to get kudos from people who go, wow, that's expensive stuff. It must mean you're cool or whatever. Like, when I see people now with expensive product, I'm like, cool. But also, and I'm glad they're out riding their bikes. I'm glad they're out riding their bikes. And part of me, the critic says, wow, I wonder if that person actually thinks those wheels deserve that, markup or etc. This is me. Anyone else think like that? You ever see someone using a product and go, wow, that was made in China for pennies and you paid $5,000? How much you pay for it? That's just me now at age 43. Maybe I'm getting a geriatric level. Anyway, that's the video. We'll see you tomorrow.